Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to start off by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham Hawashai, Bahasham Rakah Kwadesh. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salute to the bishops and elders who rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. This is your brother Yaramia from James, Jamaica camp, and I'm here with a lesson, Lord's will. It will be an edifying one. And this one is called The Vatican is one of the unclean spirit in Revelation 13 and verse 16. Revelation 16 and verse 13. Salakia. Right, so I pray now this will be an edifying lesson unto the body. And what you're looking at on your screen is a picture, and it reads, Trinity of a globalist stronghold, or a stranglehold, right? It says a stranglehold, and this is the three unclean spirit that is mentioned in Revelation 16 and verse 13. And the first one is the city of London, and that's the financial section of the beast system, the so-called white man system, the biblical red Hebrew Edomite system, our chief enemies upon the earth, right? And you have the religious section, which is the Vatican. And then you have the military might, which is what? Washington, D.C. So these three unclean spirits, they are the globalist stronghold. This is what Esau Edom is using. So you have the finance, you have the religion, and you have the military side of the beast system. So we're going to zoom in on the Vatican to show you that it is one of the unclean spirit. Let me just bring Revelation 16 and verse 13. It says, And I saw three unclean spirits like frogs coming out of the mouth of the dragon. And that's speaking about the whole Roman Empire, and it has been revived in the form of NATO and the EU and America. So it says, And out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophets, right? For they are the spirits of devils, working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth, and of the whole world, to gather them to the battle of that great day of Yahweh, Bahasham Hawashai, Almighty. Right, so these three unclean spirits, you have the financial sector, which is London, or the financial side of it, which is London, and then you have the religious side, which is the Vatican, which is where you get a Catholic Church and all of these other churches. And then you have the military side, which is what? America. Right, so we're going to zoom in on the Vatican Church. Just a second. And let me just start with this article, which was published on RT on the 29th of October 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And the headline, Vatican Sex Abuse Board calls for victim compensation. So this is a religious organization, an organization that is to be governed by the Bible, by the scriptures. And you have a section of them that is looking into what? Sexual abuse. This is madness. This is utter madness. This can't go back to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son. This can't be people representing the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. These people, they are some imposters, some evil men, working on the left-hand side, serving Satan. They are not in line with the Heavenly Father and His rules, regulations. No, they are not. Right? So it says, the Pontifical Commission for the Protection of Minors has criticized the Catholic Church poor handling of clergy misconduct cases. See that? Pope Francis Child Protection Board has called for greater transparency from the Vatican office responsible for processing clergy sex abuse complaints, as well as public apologies and financial compensation for victims in an attempt to address the crises in the ranks of the Catholic Church. And this is utter madness. These men, they are saying they are, you know, representing the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son on the earth. And your name a call upon child abuse, especially the abuse of little boys. This is madness. This is why the Heavenly Father of Psalms 50 and verse 16, it says, "But unto the wicked Yahweh saith, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction, and castest my words behind thee? When thou sawest a thief, then thou consentedst with him, and has been partaker with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit." You see that? Because these men come out of the red Hebrew Edomite family, Esau, Edom's descendants, and they are not upright men. They are not men of integrity. These men are evil men. These men abuse little children. These men go around and, present themselves as being holy, holier than thou. But behind the scene, you hear people are coming with a complaint, say they were molested by priests, little boys, mostly, and little girls. And this is madness. This go back to what? Mr. Crowley, sex magic. And if you touch a little boy, you might get certain increase in spiritual power. And this is not but left hand energy. This is not but sorcery and witchcraft. It's not because them get pleasure out of this. Them seeking a higher power. And them going with Mr. Crowley theory that if you touch a little boy, you might get this power. So these men are not but some Satanists and posing like, they are upright and decent citizens. So clearly, the receipts, they are here. This church, this organization is truly one of the unclean frogs in Revelation 16 and 13. All right, so let me just touch one more article on Wikipedia. It says, Catholic Church sexual abuse cases. There have been many cases of sexual abuse of children by priests, nuns, and other members of the religious life in the Catholic Church. In the late 20th and early 21st centuries, the cases have involved many allegations, investigations, trials, convictions, acknowledgement, and apologies by church authorities, and revelations about decades of instances of abuse and attempts by church officials to cover them up. The abuse include mostly boys, but also girls. See, so Esau, Edom busy and molest little boys. The Vatican Church. Clearly, this is one of the unclean spirit in Revelations 16 and 13. They are not upright men. They don't uphold the laws, statutes, and judgment of the Heavenly Father. They don't. So these men, they will be punished by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And it's time for our people to wake up, wake up and face reality. Most of our people sleeping, they don't even know what's going on. And, a lot of them get caught up into this church. Even for me, my grandmother, she used to go to the Catholic Church. She used to bring us. But after we get older, we just say, yo, this a madness. And we just stop go. The Lord just move us out of that silly spirit, All right, so it's Revelation is on my mind. Romans 13 and verse 11 says, "And that, knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. Alright, so now is our time for our people to stop go to this Catholic church, stop go to the Obeah and stop doing all kind of madness what they're doing, and turn to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. That's the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. His name is Yahweh, and is the God of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians and other Israelites scattered abroad, looking like the other nations. But once your father pedigree goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you are an Israelite, and this message is for you. So turn from your madness. Stop gather in these harlot houses, especially the Catholic Church. All of them churches, as a matter of fact, because no matter what them want about them are Baptists are Saturday Church or Jehovah Witness, all of them come out of the Catholic Church. And the Catholic Church is one of the unclean spirits in Revelation 16 and 13. It is the religious section, and all of it is defiled. First, they might tell you about white Jesus. They might tell you about Jesus Christ and Holy Mary. And all of these things, they don't go back to the Bible. They might tell us that the Lord is a so-called white man. If you look at them groves, you look at the statues, it's all racist. It's all white supremacy. So this man, Esau Edom is the devil, and his system is just filthy on every side. The financial side and the religious side and the military side. All of it is just corrupt and it's not clean. So step away from it. Alright, so it's high time to awake out of sleep. Yahweh Shai return is nearer than when we believe. So shake off the dead works and return to your power before it's too late. So let's read this again. The abuse include mostly boys, but also girls, some as young as 3 years old. So little baby, a 3-year-old baby, a big old priest, a molest a 3-year-old baby. This is an unclean spirit. These things is going on the earth. And these men come and present themselves like them holy. But behind the scene, them do some very unclean work. Right? So it says, with the majority between the ages of 11 and 14, little pitney, mostly boys. Yeah? So I think I can stop right there. You get the drift. This is an unclean spirit. It go back to Esau Edom's globalist stranglehold on the planet. You have the financial sector, which is the city of London. You have the Vatican City, which is the religious section. And you have the military section, which is Washington, D.C. Right? So we just zoom in on the religious section, which is Vatican, and show you it's an unclean spirit. They don't uphold the law, statutes, and judgment of the Heavenly Father. Them tell you, say, them bless same-sex union when the Heavenly Father clearly cut against that. Let me just close with Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 13. And it reads, if a man also lie with mankind, as he lied with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. So these men, they don't uphold the law, statutes, and judgment of the Heavenly Father. As a matter of fact, them break it. And them teach others to break it and tell you nothing is wrong. The world has evolved and the Bible needs to be edited. They have a problem with the ancient text. They have a problem with the ways of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai. And they shall be put to death for this. This unclean spirit is going to be burned up. Once Esau Edom system go down, this unclean spirit called the Catholic Church, that will be a thing of the past once Yahweh Shai return. So you have been warned that the Catholic Church and these clergymen, they are filthy men and it's a unclean spirit. Turn before it's too late. Shalom.